doesn't show it. I need the instructions.
Should I check what torque spec? Should I check
The torque spec for these bolts, I know.
Okay.
I think the markings are from Extreme Clutch because it's indexed.
Okay.
They need to align, but there should then also be some markings in the intermediate plates.
You think? I mean, everything has to spin in one direction, so if the plates are sitting in a proper way inside, you think there's something to it? I mean, it's symmetrical, isn't it?
Okay, this one isn't indexed from what I can see. Let's see how to do this one. Problem is, most of the online ones, okay, this is metal plates, are organic. You put it on top of the other one. See?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to do that with mine too.
has in my own world. Let's just put it on there. I'm sure that
Let's see if the marking is right. Yeah, perfect.
I like the color of this purple.
Can you prepare the balls with washers for me?
Yes.
That's enough, enough. Thanks.
It's like, we don't have to put all of them, or
What do we do?
I'll just prepare them.
So, I'll do now. I mean, this housing is almost self-aligning, but what I'll do now is lift the thing, lift the center shaft ever so slightly.
Okay.
Get two of the bolts across from each other a little tighter.
Oh, I get it. So it stays centered. So it pressures itself in. Cool.
See? Okay, good. And that's what the issue starts.
This one.
It's not the proper way to do it.
Well, for that.
It slides in super easy though, so that's a good sign. And then on the technical level.
They're allowed to be funny.
Star pattern.
What's the spec for the bolts? Like how many?
18 millimeters.
18. That's not a lot.
Was it?
I mean, they just have to hold it all in place, right?
That's why there's so many.
Makes sense.
Explain once again. for the other votes. And then I'll talk to him to spec.
I was watching the new Unicode circuit from Mike Cameron's film.
What?
Unicode circuit from TV2, second channel. They were talking about how people complain on what type of videos they shoot. That they cannot please everybody. They had this R32 GTR in making for 3 years, project 3 years before they could actually put it all together. Now they're doing this for like next 2 weeks, 3 weeks or whatever, how many videos they're gonna push out. And then people are crying, oh, do more GTI or whatever the heck else. So, you know, when there you have all these groups of people and sending them some emails and whatnot. I said, guys, you do that, but what to do? And I full video. Like, stop, you know, bitching around. And they're outspoken about it. I mean, it's fair. People like the honesty.
You can't please everyone, as
No.
usual.
No, you cannot please everybody, but I like that they're honest about everything, you know. That's very nice.
How do we do the whole thing? Well, maybe not the whole thing. What you're supposed to do is when you have just half the in. You, everyone, every second one. Half turn. It sucks out.
I have to do 2 circles, right?
Well, I messed up. Forgot to step in between.
Which is
Probably not too bad, but I just want to make sure it's alright.
I'd really like it if YouTube had stream help like TikTok does, so you can immediately see whether or not your internet connection is fine. Because, you know, here, I have no idea. Could be good, could be shit. I mean, even if there's nothing much I can do about it. I have the other device hotspotting from the outside, and it's in the car. So, what else should I do? That's the best I have. a nice clutch looking thing. That's the car. And that's the driver. But here it is.
Hello.
So what is it? It's an extreme clutch?
It's a 230mm twin plate extreme clutch. Yeah.
Organic or?
Nope. Simple. Whatever the correct English translation is. So you either have an organic clutch, a ceramic clutch, or this Sintermetall in German. And that's what we use.
There you have it, people. That's the clutch in a 2J. In a 370.
So I've done every second bolt now, again, because I missed a step in between. I'm going to just put these in with no torque, and then I'm going to torque them down to spec.
So for how much horsepower is this clutch good for?
4 digits.
And we're driving?
800. But of course it depends on the application and how you use it. So in drifting it's nice to go over spec because we use the clutch a lot. On track driving they don't get abused as much. And on the track you might want something that's a little bit lighter, closer to the power you actually run. But yeah, this one's a bit heavier. Ergo you also produce a little bit more torque with it, since it's mass that rotates. But yeah, it's the most reliable clutch or most reliable manufacturer also that we could find for our applications. So
In Europe?
pretty happy with it. Extreme Performance Clutch is an Australian company.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they're worldwide renowned, or?
Yeah. I'm just gonna go like half a turn with every single bolt, skipping one every time until we start to have them to spec. Okay, sometimes a bit more.
So I'd love to show you the 2J, guys, but later, maybe. Hey Dennis, Dennis joined the stream.
Oh,
Dennis, I don't know what kind of a quality we have, internet quality, but it is what it is. And after this is done, this boy goes in. Then he says the quality is fine.
quality of the stream is quality of the mechanic.
Stop saying that. Self-confidence, let's go. And this is the MCS suspension that are partners with the team, driver. So yeah, you take your time, just try. So the MCS suspension, well, it's funny to say MCS suspension because it's motion control suspension. It's like, it's MCS. American company, and damn fine, really good. And here we have 2J hiding, and we have some really nice parts. Since it a very fancy alternator, some golden looking parts, some oil sumps and dry sumps, and some oil filter that Jannik wants to actually reposition, some vice web.
Yeah, oil filter location is just temporary.
Yeah, this is just temporary at the moment. And somewhere inside we have also a turbo on the other side, but we would need to drop the car to see that. don't know if I can get it in. But here you can see the manifold. Yeah. How happy you are with the MCS compared to any other suspension you drove?
Incredibly happy.
Yeah?
Yeah, for several reasons.
Which are?
Well, for one, this may be a weird comparison, but most aftermarket coilovers, let's just go off of two-way adjustable ones, come with about 30 clicks of adjustment, and yeah, like a rule of thumb, if you're doing adjustments on the race trig, is to go either 5 up or 5 down, depending on what you want. And from what I experienced so far, you would actually also need these 5 clicks to really notice the difference as a driver. Here you have half of that available, but you basically notice every single click. So to me, they're much more finely adjustable. I also have the option to change the overall pressure in the system. So I have what's Stickstoff in English? Anyways, I always have a pressurized canister with me, so I can change the overall pressure of the system. That's a nice extra adjustment tool if I'm not happy with my initial range. They're just also incredibly smooth. I can feel more road texture than I have before, which indicates that they're also working very precisely and very quickly. Yeah, I'm just very happy overall. And if you have them in your hand, or if you're working with them, they're incredible quality. They probably withstand more than any other part of my suspension.
There's a question coming in. Tell us more about the front sway bar. You mean this guy that's swaying around? This is additional thing that has to be welded on.
I still have to weld it on, but essentially the front sway bar is custom made. Part of it came from MA Motorsport because they had something on the shelf that's almost ready to go. And essentially it's a torsion style sway bar, which means that, well, these guys I still have to hold onto here, something like that. For the connecting piece. And what basically happens is that this blind connection here, this arm will put torque on the whole bar, and the torque from the bar is what levels it. I don't really know how to explain it in English.
You can explain it in German. Actually, we have a lot of German viewers.
Okay. Well, first let me remember which bolt I was at my clutch, because now I'm going to start all over again.
Oh. Then just finish what you're doing, and then we can answer questions.
It's going to take a long time now.
Oh, sorry. Okay, so we'll leave the questions for later. That's crazy. Over the last 48 hours, over 40,000 viewers. That's, yeah, crazy. And I wasn't even live yesterday.
tell me how it is?
Hmm?
Can you tell me how it is?
It is 1 o'clock to 15.
Maybe 10, 15 minutes. So gearbox goes on after.
I applied for DMAC,
Mhm.
DMAC accreditation.
Yeah.
I don't know, we'll see if Drift Masters accepts me or not for Fairways. Because they did reject Mark Baldon from Japan for Spain, which was weird. And I heard that Spain requested like 50 media access persons. So that definitely cut a lot of other talented media guys out because there was no spots for them. Which I think it's.
Did you mean Drift Spain?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who Drift Spain or who was it, but 50 media spots for their own people. You know, that's like if you have 70 media accreditations.
Yeah.
You leave worldwide 20 tickets for 20 spots for shooting on the track.
Yes.
Come on, man. Not appreciated. But I guess we just have to step up the game. I mean, if you're not in the. Speak French, guys.
What?
And somebody writing something in French.
Me either.
So this is this out. Let's call those slaves.
This is the thing that pushes onto the pressure plate.
To disconnect clutch.
Okay, now we can come back to the
That's very
roll
wrong.
if you want to.
Sorry, I'm so sorry. I should have known better.
Well, an holiday. After heating up, and we'll do. If you want to, we can go back to the spider.
Oh, yeah. Guys, you're getting a treat now. Just a second. Pick up the food. Hey, Alec. Oh, yeah, Alec, you're coming over. Cool. Coming. Irish friends coming to Nürburgring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet.
So we're gonna meet up.
Okay, so I do not have all the amount of brake space today. So I started 3 times on the pressure plate of the clutch. Anyways, spike bar, A lot of it comes from, or at least the parts, come from MA Motorsports. And basically, unlike most OEM sway bars, where these bits, whatever you call them in English, where these bits would also have some flex in them, these are made to be as solid as possible. And they connect onto this bar by some teeth that go into each other. And what they're supposed to do is basically transfer all of this into the bar, and just the twisting of the bar itself is basically acting as your sway bar. And we have three different bars itself with varying thicknesses. So this is the thinnest we have. In this case, they're measured in inch, so I don't have it on top of my head. But anyways, this is the thinnest we have. So ergo, it's the softest. And if I would want a harder sway bar, I do have just a little bit of adjustment on these arms here. That would then affect the leverage. So the shorter I put this rod, the less leverage you would have, and the harder it would be for this to twist. But anyways, if I want a stiffer sway bar, we change this bar to a thicker one, which will be harder to twist, and that's how we adjust it, basically. I don't have much experience with the sway bar on a pro drift car, so the next time we're out with this, it will kind of be the first time.
What benefits do you get from it?
Several. Again, I don't want to speak on it too much in a drifting sense because I lack the experience. But even concerning body roll, for example, which we had way too much of, you can counteract with that. We're also going to work on a rear sway bar after this one, which is going to be a little bit more complicated. That will be a blade style, A, to quickly be adjustable, and B, because we need to come from the rear. I can show you on the car actually. So with the conversion to a winter's quick change, it wouldn't be possible to fit anything like an OEM style sway bar anymore, because that would kind of want to go through here somewhere. So what we have to do for this car, or what we wanted to do, is build a blade style bar. So you would basically have a bar that runs somewhere through here with enough distance that you can still access the housing of the quick change. Then also have a rigid piece to the front, somewhere around here. Oh, let me go here. Somewhere around here, this length. And to that you would attach something that's called a blade. And that will work in the way that, grab something to showcase that. Yeah. So I don't have a blade here right now, I have one in the other workshop. But basically the blade is what then connects to the control arm, and depending on the orientation will be stiffer or harder. So like this, the blade would be at the, it would be stiffer or softer. So like this, the blade would be at the softest point, and if you then adjust it to be like that, it would be at the stiffest point. So basically you just open a nut back here, rotate the blade to whichever position you want it to, and that's a really quick adjustment of the sway bar. But yeah, again, the main reason to build a blade style bar is because we need to somehow get from here to there, under the control arm. Yeah.
Cool. Thank you.
If that makes any sense, because I'm not making so much sense today.
It made sense, man. Yeah, I guess we can we can lower it. Yeah, that'd be cool if it's okay. We don't want to keep it out high up anyway, right?
It's okay if you go to E for now.
What are we doing today? We are, well, Jan Erik installed the clutch in, and we're gonna put this guy in.
Gearbox in an hour. Or so.
Yeah, the gearbox, the Samsung's
Will that
sequential.
clear with the dash bar? Sort of, kind of, maybe.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, that's okay.
Sweet.
Whoa.
So yeah, it's all a bit of a mess in here right now. It will
Oh.
change again.
Wanna quickly show the 2J? Bam.
Sort of lacking an intake manifold right now because we are converting that from 82 millimeter throttle body to what is it, 90 millimeter throttle body. So basically to a 3.5 inch, which would be the same diameter as this pipe that comes from the intercooler.
What power are we making? Well, safe 800.
Yeah, 800 kilowatts.
Haha, Iggy is here.
Kind of maxing out the turbo.
Let's make
But we
some.
went for drivability, so. Anyways, this is like 82 millimeter throttle body, which meant we had to, well,
Reduct.
yeah, reduce the size to go into it. And yeah, we just want as little restriction in that whole system as possible. So we're now going to 90 millimeter, which needs some machining done on the intake manifold. So that is right now at HK Power, and they are, well, doing some machining to that and also making an adapter plate for the 90 millimeter throttle body. It's all drive-by-wire, so we're going to use a LS3 throttle body, and yeah, the Bosch Motorsport ones, they go up to 82. That's fine.
Top.
Otherwise, we probably use a Bosch Motorsport, but it doesn't exist to my knowledge. And yeah, no, my girlfriend made some nice lunch, so we're gonna have that because heck knows I need it today. Maybe I'll be less grumpy after. But anyways, thanks for staying with us.
Well, we'll be back. I just want to show some things like we have FIA Motorsport games that we attended. James Speed, the company that is run by the family. HK Power, MCS, Turbo Smart, Carbon Fiber, yeah, you know, joke, LSS. And this is the inside of the car. So here's a quick preview, but I will show you more later. Later, alligator. Okay, guys. See ya. Bye. No, it's a 2J, my friend. See you, car.